Hey everybody, we're back, and we're joined by Josh Mascara, game director on Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Evil Edition. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, so the Ultimate Evil Edition is coming soon to PlayStation. When's it coming to PlayStation 4?
August 19th.
August 19th, awesome. And this is just a bigger, badder version of Diablo 3, which came to PlayStation 3 a while ago, and it's got some new content in the Reaper of Souls expansion, plus, a bunch of new stuff that you've added to the PC version, and a lot of other fun stuff. Can you just give us a quick overview of what we're getting in the Ultimate Evil Edition? Why is it so evil?
Why is it so evil? Why is it so ultimate? Well, as you mentioned, it comes with everything that made Diablo 3 on console so awesome, right? So you get Acts 1 through 4, plus the additional Act 5, which you're seeing right now on the back of the screen, the new class, the Crusader, adventure mode. So all the things that made the PC version of Reaper Souls so really great, plus the direct control you got from the console version.
Yeah.
Plus we have a number of cool, very specific console features that we've added to the Ultimate Evil Edition.
Cool. What kind of console-specific features?
So one of the key things for this version is we really want players to share their adventures. So we've done a few things like we have what we call the Apprentice mode. So now characters of different levels can play together. So if you have a level 60 character and I have a lowly level 1 character, I can jump into your game and play alongside of you. So it totally makes the experience very social. And that's one of the key things that is important for the Ultimate Evil Edition.
Nice. That'll come in really handy because so many times I try to get my friends to join me playing the game, and I'll help level you up really quickly, and they just kind of come in and I just wreck everything while they hang back. But this will kind of even that playing field.
Absolutely.
Nice. So you guys just announced some PlayStation-specific content that PS3 and PS4 players will be able to get in the Ultimate Evil Edition. Yep. Can you run us through what that stuff is?
So we're huge Sony fans. We always try to sort of do a good nod to some of our favorite Sony games. So the two things we announced, we have a Last of Us themed Nephilim Rift, which is one of the sort of gameplay modes in adventure mode.
Yeah, that's awesome. They're like infected bloaters running around.
You got the monsters from Last of Us, the zombies. We have the weather effect, and the level's been handcrafted, so it looks like it's part of a Last of Us world within the world of Sanctuary. And then my favorite one is the one we announced yesterday, which is a Shadow of the Colossus armor set.
And that's a transmog set, meaning that you can apply that look to other armor, right?
Yeah,
is that how that works?
Yeah, one of the features in Reaper Souls is the Mystic, and you can transmogrify your armor. So here you can actually look like one of the Colossus.
Awesome. So this isn't just like an armor that you'll play with for a couple levels and then you get something better, so you stash it away and never see it again. You can, as you get better armor, you can then make it look like this awesome Shadow of the Colossus garb.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
You can use it from level 1 to level 70.
Fantastic, man. I can't wait to check that out. So we've got some gameplay on the screen here. Yeah. Looks like one of the characters is actually playing as the new Crusader class. Yep. Can you give us an overview of how the Crusader plays and how it fits in with the other characters in the game?
So the Crusader is a brand new class. He's not your knight in shining armor, but we like to call him your knight in battle-scarred armor. He's heavily armored, has a flail, the shield, and the great thing about him is that he's a master of both smashing things up close, but he also uses sort of righteous wrath to attack enemies at a distance. So some of the things you'll see John, who's playing the Crusader right now, you'll see him, use Falling Sword or Fist of the Heavens, and that really gives him this sort of range dynamic. So it's a very cool class that way.
Nice. Yeah, this gameplay looks good. Yeah. Man, this game looks so good on PlayStation 4.
That's one of the things we're really proud of. It's running at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Nice. We've done some graphical tweaks to make it look really next gen, and that's the really exciting thing that the Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition is one of the first sort of RPGs to hit the PlayStation 4, and we're really happy with how it's come along. Like what you're seeing right there is what we call
yeah, it looks like there's some new interface elements popping up. It actually said Nephilim Glory. I don't think that. Yeah, that was a nice little flare.
Exactly.
And I think the map looks like it got an update too. Looks like you guys have made a bunch of little tweaks.
It's one of the hallmarks of a Blizzard game is we constantly tweak them and we sort of evolve them, mostly due to a lot of great player feedback. So again, it's a very it's a living game.
Nice. What are some other changes that you've made, maybe based on fan feedback or just as a process of tweaking the game over the, it's been out for over a year now.
Right.
For a while.
For a while. So I think one of the big ones, especially when you're playing couch co-op, so it was great for the original version on console that the loot's dropping and we got the item queue coming up, but it always happened, right? That your buddy playing the Crusader, or the Barbarian in that case, would always ninja all the loot, right? And then you have to sort of negotiate with them, hey, that's my sword, that's your bow, and stuff like that. So one of the feedback we kept getting is how can we make that experience better? So one of the things we've added, so Johnny, who's a senior designer working on this, he decided, well, why don't we just, if an item drops for me, but you pick it up, it will actually go into my inventory. So now we have per player loot if you're playing online or if you're playing on the couch together.
Nice. There's some other cool co-op online type stuff that you guys are doing too. I remember a specific example I heard about. If a certain enemy kills you, then it'll show up in someone else's game. Run us through that.
So that's, I think, a really great feature. Again, we're going to share your adventures, and sometimes it might not work that we can play together, but we want players to feel that they always have that connected experience. So one of the great things we added are the Nemesis kills. So how this works is, so I'm the Crusader, so I'm playing, right? And let's say one of the skeletons or one of the monsters kills me, like one of those guys kills me.
Just one of these random little mobs down
One
here.
of those guys.
Yeah.
There's a chance that any monster that kills you will essentially level up. And what happens is he'll open up a portal, step through it, and he will then materialize in one of my friend's games. So that skeleton kills me, right? And I'm like, steps through his portal, and then the next.
So you'll actually see the enemy that killed you, like walk through a portal, and then you know that it's in somebody else's game.
You're in there, and then the next time you log in and you're playing, first the screen will darken, and there's almost a bit of a Jaws moment. The music will come up, the portal opens up, and the Nemesis comes out, right? And it'll say like Josh's Nemesis, and if you kill him, great, you get a cool reward. I will get a reward as well. So there's a way of connecting. But if he kills you, he will level up again, step through a portal, and then go to somebody else's.
Until somebody finally takes him out.
Yep.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it's really it's kind of cool because you're playing, and all of a sudden like this Nemesis shows up.
You guys are adding so much stuff. I thought that I had conquered Diablo 3 because I maxed out my character, my Demon Hunter on PS3, hit a few Paragon levels, beat Inferno, and said, all right, well, I think I'm probably done. But I mean, this is so much new content coming to the PlayStation 4 version. Now, I will actually be able to bring my PS3 character over to the PS4 version, right? How does that work?
So you'll just be able to import your save game. So you'll be able to take that your level 60 Demon Hunter, right, and just there's an import option. Go in there, and you'll be playing Reaper Souls with your character exactly where you left them on the Diablo 3 console version. No, that was really important for all of us.
Man, that's fantastic news. Let's talk a little bit more about PlayStation 4. Let's talk about DualShock 4. What are you guys doing with DualShock 4? What can you do with this controller that you can't do, with a keyboard and mouse?
Yeah, see, the DualShock 4 is such a great controller. It feels fantastic, but there's a few features we really love, and we would try to figure out how we can really make use of them. So to start with the trackpad. So Diablo, we did a lot of work on the inventory, to make it feel very console specific. And now it's great. You can actually use a trackpad to select to go through all your items, and it just feels very natural. It feels great. But I think one of my favorite features is you notice right now, Johnny's, it's got P1 is yellow and P2 is blue. We actually use the light sensor, and we actually color code the light sensor in a DualShock for each player. So it's like a small little feature, but it's great because when you put your controller down to go grab a beer or something like that, you know which controller belongs to which player, and it's
nice.
It's a really cool nod.
So. Awesome. So what are some other ways that you guys, Diablo is seen, people are still playing this game who have been playing it since it came out. How do you guys engineer that endless replayability that people can just constantly go back and keep playing this game? There's a definite end to the game. You can beat this game, you can max out your character, but what tricks are you using to get people to keep on playing it and never get bored?
So there's, I think, two big things we've added with Reaper Souls that are coming over to the Ultimate Evil Edition. I think the first one is what we call Adventure Mode. right? So after you've beaten Diablo and you've beaten Malthael and you completed like all 5 acts, we open up adventure mode, which is essentially a open world experience. So you can now go anywhere and slay anything, and we have, there's bounties you can undertake. They're essentially randomized quests, and then you're doing those so you can unlock what we call Nephilim Rifts, which really takes a randomization, through the roof. So you'll step into a dungeon where everything's random, the layout, the monsters, the weather, right? And at the end of that dungeon, there's a rift boss, and of course, if you can defeat him, it'll drop great loot for you. So there's adventure mode. It just makes so that gameplay cycle feel endless. We also made a big change to Paragon. So Paragon used to go up to 100, and it was hard cap. What we've done in Ultimate Evil Edition is now there's no cap to Paragon. So you can go past 100, 200, 300, 400.
Oh, wow.
But the really cool thing is every time you get a Paragon level, you essentially get to spend a Paragon point to tweak your stats.
Okay.
So we have this great,
So you can really just endlessly improve your character.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Nice. So we're nearly out of time here, but I have one more question I want to ask you. And sorry for putting you on the spot here, but I'm going to make you choose between your children.
Okay.
What's your favorite class to play out of all of them, including the new Crusader in Diablo 3?
So what is my favorite class? So I'm gonna make, some players really happy and a lot of players not very happy, but I love them all. But there's something to be said about playing the Crusader, especially on the Ultimate Evil Edition with the DualShock controller in your hand. It's just it just feels like the character has such mass, such weight, such power that it feels great playing on the controller. So I've been playing a lot of the Crusader.
Awesome. I look forward to playing the Crusader as well. And we'll be able to this August when Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate